Okay, Dave Johnston here at Day Trade the Markets. It's late in the market here on Tuesday, January 31st, 2017. I've gone ahead and bought in two of the Emini S&P. This is the March contract. So just got filled here a moment ago at 2271. And if we take a look back here, we can see that the market, this is where it opened today. Just highlight that in here. Is where it opened today. So we had a bit of a bounce, but then mostly sold off sideways, had another leg down when we made a new low. And you notice we went below this trade location zone here. But when we did that with very aggressive selling that virtually had no follow through. And then it started to trade above that high. And so then this area became an area of support, got tested here, bounced, could not make the new high. Came back down, made a slightly new low compared to here, but you can see it just came into this area right in here and then started back up again. So once the market moved above here, it really became kind of a different story, and the buyers became more in charge of what was going on. And now what we have done here today is just in this last fill, you notice if I go back to here, as a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll just make a put one of these lines on here. This is where that wave of selling really started. I guess you could say it started back there a few bars earlier, but it doesn't really matter. It's the same price right here. And so that's why I went ahead. You can see my fills at 71, which is just a tick above that. So that's really the feeling here, is that once it moved above that and held for a few minutes, it was good to go to the upside. And we're really looking at testing up into the 77 area, which was yesterday's high. So that's what I'm going to do here. We're down to about 45 minutes left in the trading day, so we're only long two. I'm going to put one in here at 76, just in case we get a really quick spike. We're going to have a nice profit on that of 5 points. So, but in the meantime, I will put a protective stop in here, just down below this blue bar. You can see that we've got a nice blue bar here, and of course that's our most aggressive buying bar. So I'm going to put a protective sell stop in. That low is at 69.50, so I'll put a sell stop in at 69.25 for two contracts. So we're long two contracts here in this Emini S&P to see if we can get something going, fairly late in the day. The other option I have here, of course, is to see if, because this 77 area, and I'm just going to go ahead and put in another reference there as a target up there at 77. Because that's our target here, I've got one exit a point below that, and I think what I'll do with the other one is basically from 71 to 77, that's 5 points. So if I go about 2.5 above 71, that would take me to 350. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and sell one at 350, which is halfway up to that next target. And then I've got this other one up here at 76, which is a point below the target there at 77, and we got our stop in. So that's everything for right now. Why I've made the trade, why the stops are where they are, and why our sell limits or objectives are where they are. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording, and I'll pick it up when needed. Okay, just resumed the recording. We just got filled a moment ago right here. I should go ahead and put a marker in there just so that we know that we got filled at 73.50, which is our halfway point. And then we're also trying to get filled up here at 76. And what I'm going to do now is bring the stop up to break even and make it just for the one contract, because we only have one left of the two that we started with. So that's really all I wanted to do, is bring you up to date on that, and I'll go ahead and pause the recording and pick it up when needed. There's about 35 minutes left in the trading day. Okay, just out of the recording again. We have a little bit of a ledge right in here, so I'm going to place the stop just a couple of ticks below that, or one tick anyway at 72. We're long from 71. It did move up quite nicely to 74, 75 from our 71, so we did have the good profit on the one contract, but it did not reach our second objective. So just tighten that up a little bit here. It's about only about 15 to 20 minutes left in the trading day. So just want to bring you up to date on that, and I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording here, and we just hit our second objective, so that was nice. It's a profit of 5 points on that second contract. and we got 2.5 points on the first, so it turned out to be a nice late trade, total of 7.5 points for the two contracts. So don't always do this, when there's only about 45 minutes or so left in the trading day, but I did believe that there was an opportunity there, as I stated, and so that's why I went ahead and got in the trade, and it worked out fairly well. But I think this is one of the things with the day trade the market software is you can always identify good opportunities and where they're once you're into the trade, if it's not working, a really good place to get out. So not only good potential on the upside, but you're minimizing your risk on the downside. So any questions or comments, you can reach us at info@daytradethemarkets. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.